That's the first time I've had a troll come into my Twitch with a actually kind of hilarious one-liner. Now I call a hater a bidet because they mad that they can't do shit. Okay, unless you're not trolling. I'm just used to people just like, oh, like the first time that you are saying anything in my channel is a joke, which is hilarious. I dig the pun because I love puns. So hopefully you're not a troll. So for me, for a long time, I did suffer from depression and anxiety, and I still have some anxiety, but it's a whole lot better than it used to be. But as soon as I started taking medication for ADHD, my depression essentially went away. Like, I still have days where I am depressed, but it improved exponentially. So I don't need medication for depression. Engineer? Yeah, just some sending random bars. Well, I appreciate your random bars. The other day in a friend's Twitch stream, we were having a rap battle, just sending random bars, which was hilarious. It was fun. How to improve emotional regulation. That's a hard one. The one thing that I suggest when it comes to emotional regulation is start learning how your emotions physically feel to you, which can be hard for a neurodivergent because we can suffer from what is called alexithymia, and that is the difficulty of understanding our emotional responses. And then there's also the physical aspect of like interoception, where we don't understand the cue. When you start learning the physical elements of it and understanding, like when you get into that heightened state of mind, just allowing that emotion to process and feel and not try to suppress it so much to the point of where you're fighting against it, because the more you struggle against the emotion, the harder it's going to be to regulate that emotion. If you need to remove yourself from whatever situation has caused that emotional state, so if you're in a discussion with someone and you are starting to feel that heightened emotion, so like say whenever your emotions start getting really large and you know that it's going to be difficult for you to manage them, like you get this tightness in your chest, or like there's a physical cue. Once you start getting that, try to start practicing. Right now, I am starting to get overwhelmed, and I would like to be able to focus on this conversation the way it deserves, and because I'm overwhelmed, I'm not able to give this the full attention it needs. Now, you don't have to be all verbose and wordy like that. You can be like, hey, I'm getting overwhelmed, I need to go take some time, I'll be back in about an hour. You know, that kind of stuff. Like, just getting that out, be like, hey, I'm getting overwhelmed, I need to take some space. Whatever you need to do. My working career is going okay. I'm an ADHD coach, so this is what I do on a day-to-day basis. Here lately it's been a little slow, but it'll pick up here very soon. I will be launching a Patreon soon to kind of help give access to coaching for people that may not be able to afford the one-on-one sessions. 100% learning where it feels on my body during certain emotions and expecting less of external influences and validation. Yeah, that's a great way of emotional regulation. And the thing is, like, when a lot of people say, I need to feel my feelings, they don't really tell you how. And the how is the physical. Where in your body are you experiencing the emotion? Where in the body is being triggered? And once you're able to identify that and tie it to the emotion you're feeling, you can really start to help self-soothe yourself. Any advice for someone who has no access to a formal diagnosis? Yes, I am 100% in support of self-diagnosing, as long as you are not causing harm to yourself or the people around you. So do your research. Go on to Google. In Google search Scholar, and that will take you to Google Scholar, and then you can start looking up symptoms and information about ADHD or autism, and it will pull up scholastic articles and research. So you can have the scientific side of things as well. Now, finding a community is also extremely beneficial. If you're looking for a community, welcome. I am building one. Like, I have a community. I have a Discord. If you want to be a part of the Discord, you can go to the link in my bio and click on it. You know, it's a place for people to communicate, talk, support each other, learn from each other, you know, that kind of thing. Do what you can to support yourself. You can share things in the Discord. I have a place that if you just want to get something off your chest, you've had a bad day and you have no one to talk to, about it, you can just vent it into the channel in my Discord called Yelling Into the Void, where no one is obligated to respond to you, but some people might. If you want advice, you can ask for it, but again, that is a kind of like a venting to the void where no one has any obligation to respond to you, because, you know, not everyone's going to have the energy all the time to handle high emotion stuff. But if someone does have spoons, or what I like to call spell slots, they have that choice to help you out. I do a monthly community Spotify playlist with a different theme. This month's theme is, what songs do you like to sing with your whole ass? I mean, like, this song comes on and you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go all in. I don't care how I sound. It is a full ass singing mode. It wasn't until I worked with my therapist that I learned what feel your feelings meant. Because for us, we can conceptualize our feelings and then what? Let alone mind, body. Yeah, we don't want to intellectualize our feelings. We need to feel them. If you join the Discord, I have the links to the playlist in the Discord. We are the Yellow Brock Brigade. Once you're one of us, you are always one of us. It's when life decided that it was going to hand out lemons, it gave us a yellow painted rock instead and told us to squeeze. But obviously you cannot make lemonade out of a rock. So instead, because we have such great outside the box thinking skills, we now have a tool to get lemonade however we decide we want to. Some people might just take the lemonade from other people because they don't have a rock and you do. And while others, they might just build a lemonade stand and outsource their lemonade. Or you might just trade for it. Some of us are such good salespeople, we can sell a TV to a blind person. That's just an analogy that isn't great. Maybe ice to an Eskimo. That's a better one. Look, I have this really cool yellow rock. All you have is a lemon, man. That's kind of lame. But I have this rock that's yellow. I really appreciate the way you think. Thank you. I take that as the highest form of compliment when people compliment the way I think. Because there have been so many times in my life where the way I think has not been appreciated. Every Sunday, I do a Sunday stream where we can just be us as ADHD people. It's a safe space for that. Put on your dragon onesie, embrace the dopamine it gives you, ask me questions about ADHD if you have any, or just about me in general, and we'll hang out and have some fun.